Educating kids. When I was a kid, I never imagined being a young mom so soon. The plan was finished career, marry, and few years later have kids or just one kid. However, I was a mom at 23. Not career finished, working away from home, married with a good husband. We both were too young. We were yet two kids. But I did not surrender. Kept working, kept studying, and hard. Home was clean. Hard finding someone to help, even for pay. Not good at people's skills anyway, too impatient. Nevertheless, I tried hard to do it all. Manage all, cannot complain, and had great help from moms and dads, aunts, and all family members. My kid was a blessed child. It was not perfect. Arguments arise, differences in educating my kid, or just her hygienic was a matter that I was not too patient about and was not willing to let loose. No matter who tried to help or how experienced they were, I was always in control. One thing, though, I was and am still obsessed with was her education. Since I had her on my bones, I tried to read for her. Got her dad reading for her. And started to purchase all kind of educational toys. Plus, people collecting them for me. Books, English spear, talking, etc. I saw a documentary about a Mexican teacher giving a seminar to other teachers where explained that 4-year-old kids can learn how to read. I did not know if it was true, but I followed his advice and oh my god, my kid started to read when she was 4. She knew how to read perfectly. Even though she might have not much idea of what the message of the text was, she was able to read it all, and pretty well, making teachers of first grade feel admiration for her. Well, thanks to that entire obsession, now she can speak, read, and write English and Spanish good enough to have a good communication with English and Spanish speakers. Now that I think about it, and life has changed so much for her and for me, it is something that I'm so proud of, never giving up on her English teaching process. It was so frustrating that everyone would speak Spanish, even her dad, and I was the only one trying to encourage her to study English and to learn her ABC and vowels through the phone when I was not at home. It was not easy because I had yet not have a smartphone. It was all by voice. Me talking to a 2-year-old kid in 5 minutes conversation, trying to get her say the numbers or vowels, but yet it worked. Hey! Moreover, it worked so good that now she does not suffer at school. Classes are easier for her to follow because of the great effort applied to her education. Now that she's moving to New York with me, it's like a revelation from the sky. That if not because of the consistent commitment to teach her education and above all and everyone, she now can achieve great things and have an easier life. This is exactly what we have to do for our kids. Never give up to them. And it doesn't matter how young you are, or if yet have not been born, teach. Teach them and teach all day and all hours. They will thank you when they grow up. Much better yet, you will appreciate yourselves for contributing to make a life better in this world. Kids have not limits or age to learn. I was blessed by a friend who, before my kid was born, told me to love her. That was the key word to my question when I asked, Miriam, how can I give my kid a good education? And all she said was, love them. Love them so much that they cannot take no more. Love them until sky falls, and love them above all and no matter what. Educating your kid is love. It's not punishment. It's not being too rigid or too autocrat. It's love, just love. You're giving them education, which is a weapon. A defense weapon to go to life and fight for their rights and their freedom. It's hard to educate kids nowadays because the society wants to cover democracy with libertinage and have kids video games, YouTube live videos, and Kardashian pics in Instagram. A bunch of bull, that will not add any good to our future professionals, doctors, and engineers. Yes, it's true. Moms want to give education to their kids nowadays are going against the stream. It's hard because you're one in their world and everyone around is teaching them the opposite. I remember when she was 5, Jesus, I had to tell her dad so many times not to play reggae music on the car when taking her to his house because it's yet not suitable for her brain, and still she would come home and sang those songs later, and I didn't even know them. Yes, it is a constant fight. A fight against everyone that says you're too controlling or too stubborn. However, do not listen to it. Love your kid, love them. And the most exceptional way you can love them is education. I got it from my dad. He would bang his knee, working down to night every day, 7 days a week to get food and pay school. Never had vacation. Of course, sometimes mom will take the money to satisfy her lot of ambitions, but he gave his life for us to attend best school in the neighborhood, and I love him for that. So yes, education is love. It's not punishment, it's not restriction, and it's not taking their freedom or not being a kid. It's giving them the tools to keep them free and let no one get on their way to their happiness and fulfillment.